should consider a side hustle. My regular 9 to 5 job was not enough for me to cover my monthly expenses. Especially I live in New York City. New York City is getting more and more expensive. Having one stream of income was not gonna get me anywhere. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Isaura Abru, and in this channel we talk all about side hustle, financial development, personal development, money, and more. If any of those topics interest you, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. First of all, what is a side hustle? A side hustle is an occupation or a job that brings in some extra cash beyond one's regular 9 to 5 job's mainstream of income. In the United States, especially New York City, almost everyone has a side hustle. This to help maintain their regular lifestyles or to upgrade their lifestyles. A lot of people don't like the situation that they're living right now or how they're living right now, so they tend to get a side hustle to accomplish that dream of having more, maybe moving to a bigger apartment, maybe buying a luxury car or stuff like that. So as soon as they upgrade their lifestyle, they need a side hustle in order to keep up with this new lifestyle that they are getting, especially in the New York City area. So this answers the question of why you should get a side hustle. However, I wanted to go more in depth on this topic and talk a little bit about reasons of why you should get a side hustle. And when I say good reason, I'm talking about realistic reasons of why a lot of people want to get a side hustle, aside from the options that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. This is going to be great for people that do not have a side hustle but that are considering to get a side hustle, or people that already have a side hustle but they don't know what are they doing with that extra cash. If you have a side hustle already and you don't know where your cash is going, or you feel like it's not making any difference, this might be because you are not budgeting correctly in order to know where that money is going every month. These next options that I'm going to mention in the video are going to help you decide what priorities you should have first if you don't have any. If you have a side hustle and you don't have an emergency fund, this is the first thing that you might want to consider. Remember that life happens to every one of us, and having an emergency fund in case of something unexpected happening is very important. And when I say emergency fund, I mean car expenses. If you have a car and something happens to your car, you want to have some extra cash saved. Emergency funds can also be added for future expenses, unexpected situations like you lose your job or you're not able to work for a certain period of time. It is recommended to have 4 to 6 months of expenses saved in case something happens to you. Now, to be realistic, not everybody is able to save that much money, but having our 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in case of an emergency, I think is a safe amount to have. Having a side hustle to help pay off your debt. This is great because if you're actually paying your minimum payments on your debt, but you feel like you're not making any progress, this might be because of the interest rate on that debt. So having a side hustle to cover more of that debt and to pay off that debt even faster is a great way to get out of debt. Debts could be very stressful and they could take up part of your mind and energy every day by thinking about it and how you're going to get out of it. But if you have a side hustle and you create a well-organized strategy in order to pay that debt, you could get rid of it as soon as you can. It's not going to be easy because you know you're working to pay a debt, but in the long term this is going to really help you succeed and become financially free if that's the main goal. If you have already paid all your debts and you don't know where the money from your side hustle is going, you might want to consider investing it or saving your money on a high yield savings account. If you are not familiar with high yield savings account or how to invest, you could do some research on your own and start investing on the things that you feel more familiarity or that you understand better. I would never suggest anybody to invest on anything that you are not familiar with. So first, do your research and stay tuned to the channel. In the future, I'll be uploading more videos about how to start investing if you're new to it, or really organize your investment so that in the future you are set for good. Investing doesn't have to be really hard. You can start investing right now from your phone. There's a lot of ways in which you can start investing. You can use Webull, you can use Vanguard to invest on S&P 500, and a lot of other ways, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. In the description of this video, I'm going to leave a link to Webull, and you can get up to 2 free stock worth $3,000 to $6,000 when you open your account with Webull and you deposit any amount. So this is a great start. A lot of people invest on index funds, ETF, or any other investment that they think it's worth. So at the end of the day, everything is going to depend on which one you feel more comfortable with. I always say that it's good to start with a high yield savings account because they're not as complicated while you are researching on other ways to invest. Invest your money smart and be careful with scammers because this is very common nowadays. Your priorities and my priorities might be very different, but whatever priorities you have with that extra money is very important for you to have a clear plan for what is it that you want to use that money for. Because if you are working that side hustle and you don't know where your money is going, then you might be doing something wrong. I suggest everybody to budget, because when you budget, you know exactly where your money is going. And I cannot stress enough to say that this is one of the most important things in order for you to build wealth or building a successful financial future. Budgeting and having a zero balance at the end of your budgeting is going to really help you know where every penny of your money is going. I also want to mention side hustles. They come in different type and ways. Side hustles that you can do from your home. There's side hustles that you could do using your vehicle, be sitting from driving your vehicle around, delivering food or delivering medication. In a YouTube channel like this one that you're watching right now, this could be a great way to actually make some extra cash or passive income. I am actually teaching some other people that have reached out to me to do their YouTube channel so that they can start making some extra cash this way. And if you're one of those persons that would like to start your YouTube channel and you don't know how to start, I offer consultations. You can email me on the description of this video is my email, or DM me through Instagram at Coach Isaura Abreu. Like I said before, your priorities might be very different, but having a clear understanding of where your money is going is the first key to success. And of course, it's time to ask, what is your side hustle? Are you thinking on getting one? Or if you have one, share with us what are your priorities with the money that you're getting from that side hustle. Maybe we can get some ideas and get inspired by you. I am going to be mentioning in my future videos the comments that stand out the most. Make sure you leave your comments below.